Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding that all your personal data, emails, banking info, photos, even work files, has been stolen. Scary, right? The truth is, cybercriminals are constantly hunting for vulnerabilities in the apps and services we use every day. But the good news is, you can take control and protect yourself before it's too late. Today, we're going to explore practical strategies for data privacy and application security, showing you step-by-step how to keep your information safe. Welcome to Bluehat Cybersec Academy. We'll cover everything from protecting your emails and web apps to hardening software and keeping your data private. I'll also share real-world examples and tips you can start applying immediately. So whether you're securing your personal devices or managing business-critical information, this guide is for you. Data security is all about protecting your sensitive information from unauthorized access, modification, or theft. Application security focuses on keeping the software and applications you use safe from vulnerabilities that attackers might exploit. Together, they create a strong foundation for keeping your digital life secure, whether it's stored on your devices, in the cloud, or traveling across the internet. One of the first things you should focus on is data protection. This is your first line of defense against breaches or data loss. Encryption takes your readable data and scrambles it, so only people with the proper key can access it. For data at rest, like files stored on your computer, use AES 256 encryption. For data in transit, like emails or cloud uploads, use TLS to encrypt communications while they travel. Backups are also crucial. A good strategy is the 3-2-1 backup rule. Media. Infographic of the 3-2-1 backup rule. Animated backup icons with hard drive, cloud, and USB keep 3 copies of your data, store 2 locally on different devices, and 1 off-site, like in the cloud. And don't forget strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. Passwords are your first line of access control, but multi-factor authentication adds a second verification step. Use a password manager to generate and store complex, unique passwords. Next, let's talk about data privacy, making sure your personal information is only accessible to authorized people. A simple but effective practice is data minimization. Only collect the personal information you absolutely need. Periodically review stored data and delete what's unnecessary. You can also use anonymization or pseudonymization to add another layer of privacy. Anonymization removes personal identifiers entirely, while pseudonymization replaces them with identifiers. Only authorized personnel can trace back to the original person. And don't forget, privacy by design, building privacy into your applications and processes from the very start. Encrypt sensitive data and always get clear consent before collecting personal information. Email is one of the most common entry points for cyber attacks, particularly phishing. A secure email gateway, or SEG, filters out malicious emails before they reach your inbox. It scans for malware, phishing links, or suspicious content, detects spoofed sender addresses, and blocks spam and malicious IP addresses. Pro tip: use an AI-powered SEG for real-time threat detection. Web applications are often targeted for SQL injection or cross-site scripting attacks. A WAF protects your apps by filtering malicious traffic, monitoring behavior, and defending against DDoS attacks. Cloud-based WAFs provide scalability and real-time protection. Content filters prevent access to harmful or inappropriate websites, protecting both security and productivity. DNS filtering can stop malicious sites before they even load. Application hardening reduces vulnerabilities. Patch software regularly, remove unnecessary features, apply the least privilege principle so users and apps only get permissions they need, and conduct code reviews and testing to detect vulnerabilities early. Use frameworks like the OWASP Top 10 to identify and fix common web app security risks. All right, let's look at a real-world example. Imagine a healthcare company managing patient records. First, they encrypt records with AES 256 and use multi-factor authentication. Second, they only collect essential personal information and pseudonymize sensitive data. Third, they protect emails with a secure email gateway. Next, they safeguard web apps with a web application firewall. They also block malicious sites using content filters. And finally, they harden software with regular patching and by keeping features to a minimum. So by following these steps, they really reduce risk and ensure compliance with privacy laws like HIPAA. Protecting data and applications is, honestly, an ongoing process, but steps like encryption, multi-factor authentication, secure email gateways, web application firewalls, content filtering, and application hardening make a huge difference. Cybersecurity is proactive. Don't wait for a breach to act. Now it's your turn. Ask yourself, How many of your apps and devices are encrypted? Are your emails protected with a secure gateway? Have you applied privacy by design principles in your apps or workflows? Comment below with your answers and let us know which cybersecurity topics you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching Bluehat Cybersec Academy. If this video added value to your day, give it a like, share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe for more practical networking and cybersecurity content. Drop a comment. We'd love to hear how you're applying these concepts in your own environment. See you next time. Stay curious, stay secure, and keep building networks that actually work.